Here, you're not the predator.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most important details you need to know to get ready for Predator Badlands.
You're after a creature that can't be killed.
Number 10. This is the first PG-13 Predator movie. This franchise has a long history of violence, and while that's not changing with Badlands, more people will be allowed to watch the carnage unfold.
So this is your first hunt?
That's because, besides the crossover film Alien vs. Predator, this is the first solo Predator movie to be PG-13. Not having it be R-rated might seem odd, but being PG-13 means it has a better shot at reaching a bigger audience in theaters.
Well, good luck with your journey.
Speaking of theaters, it's been a while since Predator has had a theatrical release. Since Prey and Killer of Killers were both direct to streaming, the last time Predator was in theaters was 2018's The Predator.
Dr. Brackett, would you like to meet a predator?
If it's been almost a decade since the last cinematic release, it makes sense for Badlands to be more accessible than ever. Number 9. Not a direct sequel to any prior film. While it's yet another entry into an iconic long-running franchise, Badlands isn't a movie that's super steeped in continuity.
You're after a creature that can't be killed.
Sure, it's directed by Dan Trachtenberg, but it's not a direct sequel to his other Predator movies, like Prey or Killer of Killers. In fact, it's actually set much farther down the timeline, since it takes place in the far-flung future.
Here, you're not the predator.
Badlands is essentially a standalone film that won't require you to know every little detail about the lore or the timeline. And, in an era where so many franchises require you to do extra amounts of homework to catch up, that's a welcome change of pace. So point is, you won't need to have a bachelor's degree in predatoriology to check this movie out.
We might not be alone in this hunt.
Number 8. There are no humans in this. Don't let your eyes deceive you.
Many of your kind have come here.
While the various trailers for Badlands have shown us people who look awfully close to human, this movie actually won't have any human characters in it. Instead, all of the human-looking characters will be synthetics. If you aren't familiar with synths, they're more or less androids who closely resemble humans.
I could help you.
They're primarily created by the corporation Weyland-Yutani, which is a major part of the Alien franchise. It actually makes sense that synths would be involved in this movie. That's because the titular Badlands they're going to be visiting are definitely not safe for humans. We're willing to bet that a lot of synths are going to get sliced apart by some pretty monstrous creepy crawlies.
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Number 7. Connections to Weyland-Yutani. Speaking of Weyland-Yutani, they're in this movie in a big way.
I didn't think you survived.
We mentioned earlier that instead of humans, the movie will use synths, but there also seems to be a lot of Weyland-Yutani facilities and equipment shown through the trailers. Plus, the Predator will basically have to team up with a Weyland-Yutani synth, though we'll talk more about that later.
You're the prey.
Besides these details, it's exciting to know that this large corporation has a presence in the film. Like we stated before, Weyland-Yutani is a major part of the Alien franchise, so them having a role in the Predator franchise is super awesome. Mega corporations are not great, but it's always fun seeing what crazy stuff Weyland-Yutani is up to, and this will be no different.
I need a hand.
Number 6. Elle Fanning will be playing dual roles. Make no mistakes about it, the Predator is the main attraction when it comes to Badlands, but there's also a ton of spotlight being shown on Elle Fanning.
I'm always up for a challenge. I love to try new genres, anything new. Like, I really am up to try anything.
The actress is actually going to play 2 parts. In the trailers, we've seen a lot of her as Thea, a synth whose body is badly damaged. She'll essentially be teaming up with the Predator buddy cop style, and that partnership is something we're all foreseeing.
It's a creature and a synth. You know, I'm playing a robot.
On the other hand, there's also Tessa. She's another Weyland-Yutani synth. While we haven't seen too much of her in the marketing, what we've gotten suggests she may be an antagonist rather than an ally. Either way, it'll be interesting to see how Fanning pulls portraying these 2 characters off.
I'm like, I'm gonna be a human backpack.
Number 5. No Xenomorphs are in this. It might seem odd to expect a Xenomorph in a Predator movie, but considering how entwined these franchises are, many fans have been wondering if we'll get some Alien vs. Predator action.
Stop. It's okay.
We wouldn't get our hopes up, since Trachtenberg has said that none of those iconic chest-bursting extraterrestrials will be in Badlands. However, that doesn't exactly rule out the idea of crossing over in future installments.
Either you are hunted, or you become the hunter.
Considering that Weyland-Yutani is involved in this film, maybe the events that play out will set up a future showdown with the Xenomorphs. These two action-heavy sci-fi IPs are just tailor-made for cinematic clashes. It's all speculation, of course, but simply put, a new Alien vs. Predator movie someday would feed families. Number 4. Not just all CGI. Considering that the entirety of this movie has a predator slicing and dicing monsters and robots, you'd be right in expecting the VFX crew to rely on CGI to get the job done.
Because a Predator film is mostly like practical effect, like Demetrius is in the suit, it's like tangible, it's there, the braids are slapping me in the face.
However, Badlands won't just all be acting in front of tennis balls and green screens. The movie will also rely on practical effects to get the job done. The production teams went through extreme effort in making the world feel as real and tangible as possible.
So, yeah, we were filming on these locations like on wires, like attached to trees, like in nature and flying through the air together.
This includes many of the moments that will see the Predator carrying Thea around, for example. So if you're someone who's typically put off by 2 hours of bad CGI slop, don't worry. There's a healthy blend of practical and digital here to keep you entertained.
We've never attempted a giant adventure film.
Number 3. We're getting to see more of the Yautja culture. Despite having seen numerous predators through many years across multiple movies, we really don't know too much about them as a civilization and culture.
Okay, who's next?
We know that their species is the Yautja, and everything they do revolves around combat, but we've been left in the dark on the rest. Fortunately for us, that changes with Badlands.
The ways of your kind are ones of violence.
Granted, we don't know everything that we'll see, but this time, we can expect an up-close look at the Yautja culture. Plus, we'll be getting to hear the Predator's native language instead of various click noises and sounds like before. All things considered, the chance to see how the society of ultra-violent alien warriors functions is a pretty amazing opportunity. Number 2. Everything on this planet will kill you. Trying to survive in dire circumstances is one thing. This, on the other hand, is a whole other story.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
You see, the Predator isn't on Earth this time. No, he's on a planet called Genna in the far future, and if the marketing is anything to go by, it's apparently the deadliest planet of them all. Earth isn't perfect either, but compared to this planet, we might as well be a paradise.
Everything is trying to kill you.
Everything on this world is deadly, and we see that right away. In numerous scenes from the trailers, the Predator has to fight everything, from pesky plants to massive monsters. And don't forget that Weyland-Yutani's synthetic henchmen will be on the prowl too. So, yeah, Genna isn't exactly a very tourist-friendly planet.
You're here to prove yourself.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Predator is the protagonist. First hunt, last chance. That's what the movie's tagline is, and it's fitting.
What if we take this classic movie monster and make you root for it?
We've mentioned that there's a Predator running around in this movie, but he has a name, Deck. And Deck's not the bad guy. In fact, he's our main hero. Flipping the script and having the Predator be the protagonist instead of the antagonist is a great way of keeping this franchise fresh.
We wanted people to relate to this creature that is simultaneously vulnerable, but still a terrifying monster.
Now we don't have to feel bad about rooting for the Yautja. Deck is also a young outcast, who's essentially the black sheep of his clan, so how his journey will unfold is going to be a spectacle. Can Deck establish himself as the apex predator, or will he fall prey to the planet Genna? We'll find out soon enough.
We wanted to make sure to give people a big screen experience that would be absolutely insane.
Are you excited for Predator Badlands? And is there anything else you think we forgot to mention? Let's talk all about it down in the comments.